Welcome to Marquee Backstage Live. I'm your host, Julie Milam. We're excited to be joined today over Skype with a singer, songwriter, dancer, choreographer, actress, public speaker, former radio DJ, Super Bowl dancer, Alyssa Jacey. Is there anything you can't do?
I can list probably 400 billion things, and that's just scratching the surface.
But you are amazing at all of the ones that I listed. How are you doing? How are you holding up? I know that it's hard for you to do a lot of those things right now.
Well, dancing around and singing in your living room never hurt anybody.
No, you doing any public speaking from home?
Not from home, no. The last time I did that was out with humans in February.
So tell me what you're doing to get through this social distancing crisis that we're in. I know that you turn everything into something beautiful. So how are you coping? How are you encouraging others to get through this time and really be in touch with their talents?
Just by making sure that I stay myself. I'm going to have to do this when I talk because I can hear myself with myself, and that's just too much, Julie. It's too much. I'm making sure that I'm staying myself by keeping a positive attitude, by making sure I'm staying in touch with everybody on Facebook, on social media. I get a lot of texts from time to time from some of my friends saying, what do I do to motivate myself today? All I feel like doing is, and not just friends, but other people all over the world. I've had an artist from Canada message me. She's been saying that she's been kind of feeling down in the dumps. She's like, I need some of that Alyssa spirit. I'm like, well, first of all, put on the color blue, and then we're like, yeah.
Well, I wore blue just for you because I needed to have that Alyssa Jacey connection. Tell me about the Blue Crew, because I think that I'd like to be part of that.
Well, it doesn't take much. All you have to do is wear the color, any that you want, to one of my shows, and you are officially, a part of the Blue Crew. Also spreading the blue love by letting everybody know that it's not just about wearing blue to an Alyssa Jacey show. It's about donating to Alzheimer's. So with every ticket that I sell and with every CD that I sell, I donate $1 from those two things to the Alzheimer's Association, and I'm sure we'll probably be getting into why that is at some point.
So showing your heart, it's so beautiful when it comes out in your music, but also to see you encourage your fans and your followers to do the same and give back and to care for others is a great way to bring this whole thing full circle. And really, music is the language we all speak. It's how we are all connected, but to really make it about your heart and soul and to show your passion for caring for others is really an incredible, incredible gesture, and we're excited to be a part of that. So tell us about music. I think we've got a little Alyssa Jacey music we're gonna share tonight, right?
What? I don't know about that, Julie.
I think you got something up your sleeve. So I know we've got a little new music that I'd love to share with everybody. Can you tell us about the new Alyssa Jacey music coming up?
Sure. So we're doing Why I Left, I think, right?
Yes.
Let me know. Okay. And I'm going to keep fixing my hair. It's going to look like a royal mess in between these takes. I don't care. Why I Left is a song that I recently released in March, and it's an explanation of sorts about why I would leave this beautiful city on the West Coast with my family and my friends and everything I've ever done in my entire life. I lived most of my life there with a little bit into California and a little bit into Los Angeles, but mostly stayed in SoCal and stayed in California full for 30 years of my life. And I moved to Nashville almost 8.5 years ago. And why I left is for people who just still don't get it. Like, you have a passion and a drive and this gravitational pull that you can't fight, then you follow it. It's like the universe smacking me around saying, if you leave Nashville, Tennessee, right, thinking now, you are not going to find happiness in the way that I can give it to you. So I still hear to this day, no matter where I am around the world, show up saying, why would you leave? Why would you leave your family? Why would you leave that perfect weather and well, yeah, it sucks to do that, but if you love something, you just heart and your soul and be your guide.
But you're such an inspiration for other artists too, who really need to figure out how to find the confidence to take that next step in their career. You know, following your heart sometimes takes a huge leap of faith, and your journey to stardom has definitely had a lot of ups and downs, but you were open-minded and you absolutely followed your heart, and we're so glad that it brought you to us. Can we play Why I Left right now and give everybody else a little glimpse into Alyssa Jacey?
I would love that. Yes,
awesome. Please. All right, you guys, this is Alyssa Jacey with Why I Left.
I gave up just about everything. Pulled off to go chasing my dream. To me it was obvious, no contest, but they don't understand why I left. In a ceiling city, you only go so far. I'm tired of pounding the pavement instead of surfing the stars. I'm destined for more, settle for less. Why can't they understand why I left? I left the West Coast alone. Never looked back once, because I know the future doesn't live behind you or me. It's what lies ahead that sets us free. I'm not like them, so they shut me out. I have dreams and they have doubt. They feel safe nuzzled in their nest and can't understand why I left. I left the West Coast alone. Never looked back once, because I know the future doesn't live behind you or me. It's what lies ahead that sets us free. I took a risk, unafraid to fail. The last 7 years, a wind in my sails. I have everything and nothing, and no regrets, and they still can't understand why I left. No, they still don't understand why I left. I left the West Coast alone. Never looked back once, because I know the future doesn't live behind you or me. It's what lies ahead that sets us free. Raised, bathed in sunlight, loved and blessed, so no one understands why I left. I wanna follow in the footsteps of all the rest. Wanna live my life in that second guess. Wanna be remembered, wanna be the best. Can't understand why they don't understand why I left. Maybe one day you'll understand.
Alyssa, we totally understand why you left now. Can you tell us a little bit more about your journey to stardom?
Well, I wouldn't call myself a star, not quite yet,
But I can.
definitely the journey has been just unbelievable. You never know is my favorite phrase in the world to say. So if anyone who's watching right now is wondering if they're going to be stuck where they're at for the rest of their lives, and you're not happy, you never know what's just around the corner. And what happened for me was I had left San Diego temporarily. I was in the middle of going to college. I had gone for 2 years, and I'd gone from English major to communications major. I had a Spanish minor. I didn't know what I was going to do with any of that, and I needed a break. I needed to figure out what was going on. And I really loved dancing. My passion for my entire life has been choreographing and dancing. So I moved to Los Angeles to teach, and out of completely nowhere, one of my coworkers decided to tell me that I have a voice. They were hearing me singing to myself at work and forced me to do karaoke. That's how my whole singing career started, was just because I was singing to myself and someone had the kindness in their heart to tell me they thought I had a good voice. And after karaoke became this path to songwriting and teaching myself guitar, and then I was playing live, and then recording, and from recording came playing at the fair, and I was on the radio and touring the nation, and touring the nation led me to Nashville. Nashville led me to hosting live music here at Hotel Indigo 3 nights in 2 other venues 2 nights a week. I met thousands of artists. I pioneered chorus. I think my second year doing it, and people liked that. And from hosting live music, I learned how to be live sound engineer, and not the kind where you go to school and not even close to you guys who really know your stuff. It forced me to learn how to run sound live, and I did all the graphics for it. I promote all the shows. I did all the booking. And from that, some of the artists would come up to me and ask me how I did X, Y, and Z in my career up to that point. And my other friends overheard that overheard me telling them this free advice, and they're like, "You should start a career coaching business." So I did, and that's how it came out. It's a mentoring coaching business for individual singer-songwriters and bands. And from performing in Nashville came TV shows. I was an artist for the first time on balcony TV, and I was just doing my same old like goofy self. I taking my blue heels off and making sure they were in the scene, and just kind of saying whatever, because that show is very off the cuff, and you can kind of do and say whatever you want. And they have a male host, and they're looking for a female host. So they asked me to audition, and then I started hosting that show for 5 years. And I did another TV hosting show. It was on actual TV for a while, and a couple other ones. TV hosting. I don't know if public speaking came from that, but I started public speaking. I'm traveling to Europe, both performing and speaking, and it's just a roller coaster. It's been this beautiful roller coaster of just listening to where the universe is pointing you, directing you, and where your heart is, and learning how to say both yes and no. Yes, I want to try these new things, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And you get this really nice, calming feeling saying no, well, because at some point, people are asking so much, and you get the opportunity to say no, and that's okay. So I want everyone out there to remember, if you don't even think you have a passion, you might end up having 11 or like 3 in the next 5 years. You just never know. So I would love for you to message me on Facebook, reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram, and maybe just share with me some of your initial thoughts and ideas you want to do with your life, and I can guide you in the right direction if you want. Wear blue. That's first.
That's right. You have to wear blue. Always love Alyssa Jacey, but you're also saying it's okay to fall out of love, right?
Yes, that could also be okay to fall out of love and lead you in other directions.
That's right. That's right. I seem to recall a song somewhere along those lines, possibly by Alyssa Jacey.
That was my very first thing, and that music video is really fun because I throw coffee on a guy's face.
Coffee? Wow, did you burn him?
No, it was cold.
Okay.
And we only had.
Oh no, oh no. Okay, so I would love to share your very first song. You want to go ahead and intro it?
Yeah, it's the first single. It's definitely not my first song I ever wrote, but it was on my first full-length album, which was called Ways to Change, and the song is called All Out of Love.
All right, let's hear it, you guys. This is Alyssa Jacey.
Some days I just wanna fall out of love with you. Diddle-a-dum-dum-dum. I'm losing my mind with everything you're putting me through. Well, I work so hard to shove my love right in your face, but when you turn me away, you make me fall out of love with you. 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 In some ways it's been a challenge seeing your view. But I think it's wonderful. I'm learning so much from being with you. Well, I speak my mind. I stand for what I believe is right. But when you knock down my pride, you make me fall out of love with you. 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 Don't do me that, no. Don't do me that, don't. I must be crazy for telling you half the things that I do. Yes, honey, I realize you put up with a lot from me too. When you hear my side and how I got from point A to B, you point out my stupidity and make me fall out of love with you. 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 Out of love with you. You make me fall out of love with you. You make me fall out of love with you. Fall out of love with you. Some days I just wanna fall out of love with you.
We will never fall out of love with Alyssa Jacey. We hope you will follow her as well. Alyssa, you know what? It was so fantastic to share the lodge with you at Thundersound. What did you think about our own private little piece of heaven out in the country?
Oh my gosh, it is so cool. First of all, you pull up there and you just have no idea how huge of a venue this is. There are so many rooms, and then well, it's not just that one main front part. You have that place you can drive around to the back where all the ladybugs are, and they get to join you when you walk into this other beautiful place where the artists stay, and everything's decorated with these records, and it's this old-timey feel. It's so musical. It's so vibrant. I love it. I love it.
Yes, there's so much history there, so much music history, vintage equipment. But you know what? The stories that come out by us just standing around and really discovering the venue itself is so inspiring. So it was so much fun
Absolutely.
to be there with you, be outside with you, and just sitting and hanging out on the 100+ acres out in the bluegrass. You know, we thought that was quite fitting for you, Alyssa Jacey.
Yes, ma'am.
So what would you say your overall experience has been with being a part of Marquee Backstage, but really being able to tell your story? And, you know, we turned the whole place blue for you, which was the first time we had the opportunity to do that.
My overall feeling or experience with Marquee Backstage, is that what it was?
Yes.
God, well, we've done this twice now, and each time has been great. I just think it's really extra cool when I get to walk into somewhere for the first time with people that I've never met except for you, Julie, and everyone is just so welcoming and kind and professional, and they let me hug them. I hugged everybody probably 8 times each over the last couple recordings. So just the fact that you had such a great team made everything easy and smooth, and I would do it once a week if
Aww.
we had the time.
You are so sweet. You know what's great is we started together, 3 years ago? Back on the scene, which is when we first started our kind of foray into music. So I am so blessed and so honored to have been able to share a stage with you several times. But we want to make sure everyone falls in love with you, falls in love with your story, falls in love with your talents, and of course your music. I know we shared all of your social media platforms. You want to throw those out there one more time?
Sure. I am really trying to grow my Instagram. So if you have one, please go ahead and follow me at Alyssa Jacey Music on Instagram, of course, Facebook. There's YouTube. I'm on Twitter, which I rarely use, but I will check it and I will tweet you back. YouTube. I'm also. Oh, I said the right. I already have the right face. I have 2 YouTube channels, so if you're the 2, I'm fine.
Either one. We'll take you anywhere. So what's next for Alyssa Jacey? What are you working on next? You obviously have a little extra downtime right now since you can't tour. So what are you working on? You working on anything special?
All kinds of things. I have a prize thing that's going to happen in the next week, which I can't talk about right now, but
Okay.
if you follow me on social media, you'll see it. My husband, Jet Huffman, and I did a Christmas song, and I co-wrote it with a hit songwriter named Corey Barker, and my husband and I recorded it. We were looking at the end of the year, which is my first Christmas. So I'm so excited about that. But just in the meantime, I'm doing some acting all day today for the last 8 hours, up until minutes before this interview. I've been auditioning for something. I'm not to drop the name, but hopefully I get that, and I'm going to continue working with my agencies with modeling activities and writing as much as I can, and doing Facebook shows, and doing a lot of reading. This downtime has made me stare at my beautiful books that I have read about maybe 1 to 10 chapters in each, and sad. They have dust on it, and it needs more information.
Yes.
So all of those things are, when everything opens back up, I'm sure I'll be back on the road.
Well, we are so ready to keep up with you. We're thrilled to have spent a little time with you this evening. We cannot wait to share you with the world all weekend long on all of our major television networks across the country and also on our YouTube channel. So for those of you that have not seen the full episode of Alyssa Jacey, please make sure that you tune in this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, in a major market near you. You can also find her on youtube.com/Marquee Backstage. I'm Julie Milam, and I'll meet you right here next week for Marquee Backstage Live. Thanks, Alyssa. We love you. We'll see you soon.